We are almost a month into hurricane season, and as you know, now is the time to prepare for any potential storms. So we talk a lot about protecting our windows and our roofs and getting food, water, and batteries, but we also need to think about how we're going to pay for it all. Tasha Cohen-Glynn from Achieva Credit Union is here to talk about financial hurricane preparedness. Great to see you again.
Great to see you as well.
Listen, this is a real thing. I mean, I would love fancier hurricane windows and shutters and all of that.
Absolutely.
But you got to have the money to do this. But on the other hand, you really can't skip it.
You can't skip it. So let's dive right in, because you're talking about shutters, right? Hurricane shutters are a big investment, we know. But honestly, they pay you back. Number one, you're going to be safe, right?
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Most important.
Number two, right. If you make the investment up front, if and when you sell your house, you will get potential buyers that want to buy your house just because you actually have the hurricane shutters on. And what's cool about it is you save 8 to 10% on your home insurance premium. If we're not talking about money, that's a big savings at that point. And honestly, if you feel like, oh, I just can't afford the investment at this point, think about the equity in your home. You can dive into that equity that you already have, that's already sitting there. Get yourself a HELOC or HELoan or even a personal loan that you can actually pay for them up front. Enjoy them, because it's Florida, it's June, and it's hurricane season. Enjoy them now, and then maybe if you sell the house at that point, you add it to the price of the house.
You're going to get
your money back.
So you're talking about using the equity in our homes to get a line of credit, and then purchase for the home things like shutters.
Guess what else you can get?
What's that?
A generator. A lot of times, even in my own home, we just bought it because we always figured, oh, we can't afford it. We can't afford a generator.
Up front, it's like what, $800,000?
It could be more than that, depending upon which one's gas. It depends on which kind you get.
Yeah, whole home versus
because sometimes who wants to just be in your one room? You know, with the generator just in the kitchen. You know, you might want to be in your bedroom. So we thought we couldn't afford it, but we actually did that. We did a HELoan.
Okay.
And we actually got the money, paid for it, and now we're living pretty.
And you know what? You will get that back when you sell, because people want to know that they have the capability to have the power.
Potential buyers feel secure when you have things already installed, like generators and hurricane shutters.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now, when we talk about hurricane preparation, I have seen on many lists that we need like a pot of money, a hurricane fund.
You need a hurricane fund.
That's hard to do this time of year.
It definitely is hard to do, but you actually need it, right? Because our hurricane season lasts pretty long, right? And we just started. So we got a while, a few months, right? So with your hurricane fund, what you need to pay for is, like, say if you have to leave, right? You have to evacuate. First of all, know your evacuation site. People don't always know that, right? So find out your evacuation site and find out the route to get there, right? And then have a backup route, because it could have flooding, it could have accidents, anything could happen, right? Once you determine where you're going, then you got to decide a safe place, right, to stop, to get rest, safe place to get gas, to get food. All that requires finances.
I was to say, here comes the hurricane fund.
This is money matters, right? Your money matters even in a hurricane season, right? It makes a difference.
Okay, so we need to have some extra money set aside, so that we can pay for the hotel rooms we might need for evacuating. If you're bringing kids along, you know you're going to be getting food and all sorts of different things, and snacks and necessary gas.
Absolutely.
So it's a way for it not to become more of a stress.
Exactly. And then you know what you also need money for? Just in case, you never know. What if you have to put an insurance claim in your home? Insurance companies, they ask for deductibles. So you want to have that money already set aside to pay for that deductible. That way you're not stressing out your own pocket. You know what I mean? There's so many other things too. I think you mentioned it up front about, you know, flashlights and water, but you know, we need chargers. You also, you know, we need to take pictures of all of your expensive, valuable items prior to you even leaving. That way you have it. In case you do need to create a claim, you have it. Consider also going digital for your important documents, because this can cost money down the line. Your will, your birth certificate, your marriage license. Go digital. Get pictures of them, not just now. Some companies, they will require eventually, if you need something, to hard copy, but at least you'll have the information that you'll need.
So it's about having money set aside for the times you may need it in the storm, and then it's about protecting your investments. Should that storm
Plan and protect.
I like that. All right, good Money Matters words, that is for sure. For more information about any of your money matters, hurricane or otherwise, you can always go to AchievaCU.com. We'll be right back.